Hello, sexy souls. I got a few minutes to be able to do some stuff, so I'm doing it right now. Okay, that's why I know I set this on here, and it's like, oh my hair is a hot mess. Okay, let me find my. Where did it go? I don't know where it went, guys. How are you? I don't know where it went. Okie dokies. Okay, is what it is. So, anyways, my hair is still wet. We're gonna leave that alone. I have a lot of little meetings that's been going on, and so, anyways, if I act rushed, that's the reason why. Also, my little one's gone, so although he's probably gonna be coming back soon, so I don't know. If we hear noise, right? Right. Okay. All right, so I wanted to hop on and let's do a message. Yeah. Okay, so the funny thing is, one song that was repeating to me before I got distracted, before I wasn't able to come back on completely, was there's a song that goes, "Hey, sexy lady," and it's like, it's this weird dun-dun-dun-dun kind of thing, right? And I'm like, it's all they say. All they're doing back over and over and over again is, "Hey, sexy lady," and I'm like, okay, sure, I don't really know what's going on. Sounds amazing. Let me put this back over here. So I'm okay if people don't join. This will be on for whenever they want, whenever they get to it. But I did want to at least go ahead and do this and get this out of the way. So, alrighty, let's go. All right, Spirit, which way are we doing this? Where do we start? Okay, thank you. Hermetic Tarot, that's where we're going to start. Oh, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. I'm cool with that. I know. I'm looking, guys. I'm like, where'd my sunglasses go? Sometimes I can put that on so at least keep my hair back. I'm looking from my clip. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so we're dealing with this. We're dealing with it the way it is. Yay. I swear to you, hey, sexy lady, do. It's a newer song. And I'm over here looking at like the sexy deck, and I'm like, am I supposed to be bringing that one out? Like, is it going to give me some information? And I don't know. Like, not yet, at least. I'm like, you can give me a heads up. Because I got to do my little settings and stuff like that, so I don't know. Hey, sexy lady. I'm like, okay. I have like the brightest light on, so even if I were to get a tan, I'd still look paler than pale. All right, we're going to get Ten of Pentacles. That was on this. Was it 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups? 10 of Pentacles, right? Right? And it literally says Lord of Wealth. Like, that's what they're bringing me to. They're like, look at the butt. I'm like, okie dokie. Then we have the Two of Swords. I almost said somebody's decision is going to lead to, and they're like, something beneficial, something abundant, something that positions someone really well, leads them to some type of decision. Almost like intuitively knowing how to utilize money, or already knowing, like, or having already made decisions. It's almost like there's trajectories, two separate trajectories, and then kind of like there's something about somewhere in the middle. Remember when I feel like the powerhouse is somewhere in the middle. When the swords cross, it means the truth is somewhere in the middle, or there's a combination of something. And then we have the Star card that flipped out. Okay, so these two are going to go right here. Okay, I have to hit on this a little bit. The Six of Cups came out, but it was kind of like in reverse. And the Six of Cups is usually can be the nostalgic card or the history, the past card. And it's like almost like they want me to, because I put it upright and I feel like I'm supposed to keep it upright. But they're like, it's like, remember, it was in reverse too, though. And so to me, it just feels like the only thing that came after that was it's not historical. It's not from the past. So that's the way, like, it's like a dual meaning. I think that, okay, anyway, whatever. All right. This one came over here. Oh, okay. Yep. Okie dokies. Oh, shit. Y'all. Come on now. Okay. Okay. I cannot help. Okay, there's a lot coming in now. There's a lot coming in. Just so that you're aware, what you see right here, you can't see the other portion up here. I've got everything. Let me pull them down a little bit. Maybe you can see some of it. Like, no, the way that this is, we're going to lower this so you can see my desk a little bit. Okay, see these? See these bad boys? Okay. So this is the initial message right here. This is what came out. Star card being the center of the energy, which I feel like is just, it's being on the right path. It is being led on the right path. It's being led by spirit. It is just flat the fuck out on the right path, following your North Star. Your compass is right, is what they just said. Your compass is right. You're moving exactly in the right direction. And they said you're doing a good job too. Doing a good job. You're following, like, you're on course. You're on path. Normally it's like the North Star leads you home, and so it's like you're on course to arrive exactly where you're meant to arrive. Home is like the goal, the beacon, you know what I'm saying. But down here we have nothing but major arcana. These were all flipped over. They were face down. One over here, which was the Wheel of Fortune, and these three, which were together. And the fact that all of those flopped out, almost like to keep separate, like in addition to a message, like maybe what you don't realize or don't understand. Because usually if it's face down, I'm like, oh, this might be, this is something that's like, an unrecognized piece of this. So we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, Universe, and Justice. I just heard sweet, sweet justice. And I'm like, I really like this shit down here. This is good energy. This is really good. So we're going to kind of talk about this over here. You're walking down the correct path. You're following the guidance. If you're questioning whether or not you're picking up on things accurately or not, you absolutely are. You've got it. It's on point. Okay. I want to come back to here. It is almost as if, because remember with the Two of Swords, it's an intuitive decision, intuitive knowing, because there's something about the two truths, those two swords, those two understandings that make it feel like both are equally accurate. How do I make a decision? How do I choose between two? Do I choose between two? Or do I do both? Or do I do, it's like, how do I proceed with this? And it's a very intuitive one. In this one, I want to say it has that energy and feeling of killing. I don't like that terminology. A 2-for-1. Like there's something, it's like whatever the Ten of Pentacles is, takes care of both of those things. It takes care of both of those things. It's not so much a decision as far as it's like, I want to say it allows you to do both things at once. Allows you to do both things at once, because the fact that the 10 came out, the 10 of Pentacles came out before the Two of Swords, they really wanted to highlight that there's something about this arrival or this happening prior to this, or somehow like an arrival. I just really want to say that there is an amount of money that somebody comes into, and you already know how to utilize it. And I don't feel like somebody's having to make a decision. So this isn't the situation where it's like, okay, do I put this money towards bills, or do I put it towards this? Or do I put my money towards this? Or, hey, Shruti, or do I do this? And so there's this sense of like, it's both. Like you're like, what the 10 of Pentacles, large enough amount that you will be able to take care of both. The decision isn't between this or that. The decision is this and that. They want to make sure that you're aware that this money is supposed to put you in a position where you feel comfortable following your intuition, following that this and that will happen. Okay. And over here, it's like, it gives you the ability to give birth to something, to allow something to finally come to fruition, something to happen. I want to say that you may have been feeling like you're having to pick and choose between certain things. And because of constantly having to choose, you're not able really to bring something to the forefront, or allow it to grow, or allow it to expand, or to give birth to it. It can't be given birth in your life because you're constantly having to go between the two. It's like, I have to keep foregoing one thing for the other, is what it feels like in that decision making. 6 of Cups is just this return to optimism. It's a level of doing well. I don't know why they say it like that. A level of doing well, abundance, right? To be able to have the optimism again. And it's funny though, because it was in reverse, and they were like, that's just about the past. So I don't know if somebody is feeling like, I wonder what that's about. There's no returning to the past. I think the reason you've been in the energy of feeling like you have to choose between one or the other, or it's like, where do I direct my energy? Where do I direct? Which one's more important right now? Which one should I, especially when we're talking about finances, we're in the realm of finances, guys. Okay. And you've been having to kind of like cherry pick what one, like, if you get money, where do I direct it? Like it just is always having to choose between something, is what it feels like to me. And this is the sense that having enough and not having to go back to that energy of, I have to choose between these two. You're going to have enough so you don't have to, because you're not meant to have to choose between the two. And I feel like those two things might change. Like, should I do this, or should I do it? Or should I do it? Where should I direct it? Because there's just not enough to go around, is what I just heard. Okay. And so this in the past is like, there's no returning to the past. But they knew I would put it upright, and I felt very comfortable and correct in putting it upright, because it is a return to joy. 6 of Cups is things returning. And maybe there's a part of you that's afraid to do both, because you're like, I've had something like this before. I've had this where it's like, yeah, but what if the rug gets pulled out from me underneath me again? And so I can't really do that. And so even if you did have enough to do this and that, you want to save it for the rainy day, because you had so many opportunities, so many times where you've had to go this or that, like you never had enough to go around. So this is saying that you're not going to return to that. You can actually do both this and that you don't have to pick and choose between the two. Okay. You don't have to choose between the two. This is a turning point. And I think the reason this is happening is because you're exactly like you're honing in. You're exactly on the path you're meant to be on. This is exactly it. You're meant to do this. You're heading in the right trajectory. You're on course. You're following your compass. You're following your compass. You're doing it. And then we have, and so Wheel of Fortune, massive change in fortune, a massive change in direction. Just the energy of life and the direction of life is changing. Brand new beginning that brings so many rewards, so many opportunities, and justice. It's like the evening of the scales. So as unbalanced as they've been, this is bringing those things, bringing everything, your life back into balance. You've been really not having enough. Where's my fucking words? Not having enough to go around. Can we get my words back, please? That'd be great. I want to know about this Ten of Pentacles. I just saw this card. I can't help it. Nine of Pentacles, guys. I saw it. I can't help it. It is very, very, it's coming in fast. There's communication in regards to this Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles, please. Wee doggy. Okay. Everything went kersploosh, so we're just gonna, yeah. Wow. Okay. There's just they keep saying, okay, so the quick turnaround. Ten of Pentacles, quick turnaround. And then they have the Sun, which is victory. Yes, everything being illuminated, path being cleared. It's if you stay on this trajectory, whatever you're following right now, whatever course you're taking right now, keep going that course. It is clear. There's a quick turnaround. They want you to take action on some sort of invitation. So we have the Two of Wands with the Page of Cups. It is, yeah, it's just taking action towards this. Something on offer, something that comes up. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles. See, it's weird because I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is what gives you the leverage to do this. It gives you the leverage to do that. It's a yes. They want you to say yes, 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 yes. The Sun card is the yes card. They want you to take action towards the invitation. So I'm asking about the Ten of Pentacles. You're like, the Ten of Pentacles, this thing is meant for you to be able to do this and that. So basically they're saying, we're going to make sure that I cannot get away from finances. This is unbelievably specific. There's a certain amount of money that's going to allow you to take care of certain things, but also do something else. And I feel like this is a person that consistently has to pick and choose. And it's usually for like in the realm of having to choose against what they may want. You know what I mean? Like not being able to do for themselves. There's a level of sacrifice, it feels like. You know, not like this massive detriment or whatever, but it's like this level of sacrifice of to take care of this. I forgo what I want. Just not enough going around. And they're like, there's gonna be a very quick turnaround. And so the Ten of Pentacles is coming in fast. And it's meant to make it so that you can take care of this and this. You're meant to be able to do both. There is no more choosing. Absolutely no more choosing. And so when there's the opportunity to an invite that's put on the table, you're meant to say yes. That's why this Ten of Pentacles is coming in. That's why the Ten of Pentacles is here, is because they don't want you picking and choosing anymore. Okay? And then there's something about seeing the greater picture and how this is going to benefit you. But there, okay, let me find out this Queen of Swords. Give me a little more on the Queen of Swords. Like, it's plain as day how saying yes, I feel like I want to say it's plain as day how saying yes to this invitation is going to lead to a new abundant future. There's something about it's plain as day. I say that because we got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords sees things from the eagle eye view. She sees the greater picture of things. She understands things at a greater, in totality, the whole, right? Then we have the Six of Wands, which is victory. Like, you can see. I always say she's the eagle eye view because she can see like 100 steps ahead. When she pulls out and she gets a better understanding of the entire thing, it's like she knows exactly how to maneuver. She knows. So there's something about when you say yes to this, okay? Because the Sun card was after the Eight of Wands. When this path is cleared for you and you say yes to it and you take action to the invitation that's going to be presented to you, or maybe already has. The Queen of Swords is she sees and understands the benefit from it, how it's going to propel her forward, the victory that would be had from this, and how it plays into some level of new start in your life. How this actually saying yes to this invitation is going to create a new financial path for you. But it's funny because I keep getting the idea and notion that the Ten of Pentacles is going to be the thing that allows you. Because we're asking about the Ten of Pentacles here, and they're like, we're telling you. So give me more about the Ten of Pentacles itself and how it arrives. Is this something that is the leverage to say yes? I mean, I can't get away from it. It's really what they're saying. Two of Swords, both doing both. But saying yes to this is definitely going to change the trajectory of your life, the fortune that you've been experiencing, the phase. Things are going to definitely improve and get better. Okay, thank you. I've been waiting. I'm like, at some point. I was looking over there. I was like, you going to talk to me? It is so funny how YouTube is leaving this at like 2 people. The numbers are 2-2. Maybe I'm meant to say that and other people will come in. I don't freaking know. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles and the World card. Let's get this all set up. Ten of Pentacles. Like we. Okay, I'm going to put this back because I feel like there is something coming through. It is. This leads to, hey, how are you? Some level of celebration, some foundation being created. This decision. But I'm like, okay, I want to hone in on exactly how the Ten of Pentacles arrives. You're on course, so I want to know. Is it arriving before the yes? Is it arriving before the yes? Good Lord. Okay. It is. I'm doing good. Ten of Pentacles to describe the Ten of Pentacles. So yes, and what they're saying is when this arrives, this Ten of Pentacles, it's sufficient enough that you'll be able to take care of both things. You don't have to pick and choose at this point. So don't hold back, because this is what you normally do. You're normally like, I'm not really sure, because, you know, there's always another time. Like, you almost want to be in the clear for a period of time before you start saying yes to the other things. You're like, yeah, you know, I have the right amount. I could do this and that, but I don't know if in 2 months I'm going to have that. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm going to apply. Like, it's almost like you want 6 months worth of finances taken care of before you believe that you're safe to do anything else with the money. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like to me. So they're saying, this 10 of Pentacles, do not hold back. Do not hold back. It's going to create security, but don't get too afraid to spend it, because there's something about doing both, allowing yourself to do both, because there's a victory at hand. You don't have to hold back. You don't got to hold back. Like the Four of Pentacles, she gets really stingy and like, this is the holding on for dear life to money because you're afraid you're not going to have it again. And I feel like they're saying, look, this is your victory. This 10 of Pentacles is your victory. It's being brought in so that you can choose both, because from choosing both, from saying yes to the other thing, your Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be a change in your finances, in your fortune. Like there's something in saying yes to both and being able to do both, and not being so stringent on the money and allowing it to be put towards something else, that allows a new physical path to open up to you, a very prosperous one. You're meant to say yes. Okay, so it's coming in fast. Like, okay, I don't know. Where do you want to go from here? Okay. This one's filling more. Night Sun Tarot. No joke. No joke. Both of them out here. Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. Like, yeah, there's something about, like, if you say yes to this, that's how you give birth to joy, optimism, and a return to enjoying life's little luxuries. Like, it's just, that's what it is. You have, like there is a level of finances that are coming in so that you don't have to pick and choose anymore. So you can say yes. I want to say start saying yes, but it does feel like there's a very specific thing you're meant to say yes to. And you may be inclined to say no because you're like, you're so used to having to pick and choose. And so you're worried about facing that again in the future. And so you're like, I don't want to say yes to this also. I'm going to hold on to it for fear of losing out. You know what I mean? Because you're like, if I spend this money on the things that are needed, and then something that seems maybe not needed, right? Like, you just feel like you're constantly having to, you know what I mean? And so you're like, if I do that, and then on the other side of spending it, I need it, well, I just screwed myself. And they're like, don't worry about that, because in saying in the saying yes to something else, you secure this new start for you. You secure the Six of Wands. It's a brand new start that brings so many opportunities and finally some fucking justice in your life. So now y'all saw me do that. And what it was on the split, the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. What pops out? The fucking Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I guess you really, really wanted to be seen. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to beat this into the ground. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that very guardedness, same feeling that I have from the Four of Pentacles, where it's almost like, oh, I don't know, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like you really have to be defensive and so on guard and untrusting, right? Then we have the Lovers. It's a choice. Again, back to the Two of Swords. It's a choice. And when I say a brand new path, it puts you on your path. The Ace of Swords is like the Star card. It keeps you on track. You're on course. You're on track. If you were to say no, that's going to take you off track. This Ten of Pentacles is meant for you to come. This money is meant to come in and help you so you can say yes to something that you have been here recently or normally would say no to because you're a little concerned about it. This is so that you can say yes. The money is so that you can say yes because that keeps you on track. It's all part of how things are meant to unfold. You know what I'm talking about when I say there's two things and you're constantly having to pick and choose and you don't get to say yes to these types of things or there's a chance that you wouldn't normally say yes to something that's about to be presented, this invitation, because you're like, no, I need to direct it over here. This needs to be taken care of. Somehow the concern for that is going to be eliminated with the appropriate amount of finances. It is the point of the Ten of Pentacles, of this coming in, is for you to be able to do that, to take care of things, to say yes to both. Two of Swords, yes to both. There's something about keeping you on this, in alignment and on track with your path, because the Ace of Swords is always about a brand new path. Always, 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 where you're following some level of truth. It's a very clear, like I said down here, it's very clear. Like with the Queen of Swords energy, you know that this is going to. I don't know how you know, but you know if you say yes to this and you do it, you already know it's going to lead to something new, some new path, maybe a new way to make money, a new trajectory. I don't know, but you just maybe that's what this sword is saying. You already know. The sword is upright. You already know how you're supposed to choose. You just may be so guarded and concerned and worried and defensive because of constantly having to have to say no to yourself is what it feels like. That you're or always constantly being in the energy of having to pick and choose. That could even be if we're talking about finances, like your bills, do I pay this bill or this bill? Do I do this or this? It's you're just afraid to you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where that guardedness is coming from. And they're just know that this is, yes. We do have the Ten of Pentacles twice. When is this Ten of Pentacles about to arrive? What is the timing around this between the invitation and the Ten of Pentacles and things like that? This is all to keep you on a particular trajectory. So this new start can actually eventuate, within your life, right? It's, you know how you apply for a college and then you get approved for a loan or you did it. It's there's all these things where you already know that you're on the path to something. You already know it's going to happen. You can tell it. And and you just got to go. You just got to do it. You got to accept the invitation. You got to accept the loan. You got to, you know what I mean? And so it's a choice though. It's if you do this, everything's going to change. But technically it's not changed until it eventuates, right? So all these decisions, all these things that you are doing up to this point, if you don't actually make the choice to go, then this doesn't happen. But if you do make the choice, you step on campus and you arrive at school and you check in and you say yes to everything, it's the day you move into your dorm is the day this begins. So there's something about this ace, while you're on the trajectory and it is literally unfolding in front of you, this new financial status in life, this new financial path, this new path period in life, trajectory, you see yourself going down it. You're absolutely on course. And it's literally but in the end, you still have to go. You still have to accept the invitation. And the day you show up is the day that this happens, the Ace of Pentacles. And to make sure, it's almost like somebody's afraid to take out a full loan. to go to college, like this is just an analogy, guys. And so they get like a scholarship that seals the deal. Like maybe you got a grant, or maybe you got this, that, or the other, and it only covers this much. And you're like, I still can't, how am I going to eat? How am I going to do this? How am I going to, and then you get this little extra something. Like they're saying, not only is the cost of that going to be covered, but this too. Like they're making sure you can't use that as an excuse to say no. Like you're meant to say yes. When does this, then when does the 10 of Pentacles arrive? Third time. When I ask about the 10 of Pentacles. Third fucking time, 10 of Pentacles. 3 different decks. 10 of Pentacles. When is the 10 of Pentacles going to arrive? 10 of Pentacles. And it's funny because it's with the King of Swords, which is out here again. And it's the same fucking thing. Because there's a difference between being in the Queen of Swords, right? Seeing everything and knowing that if you say yes, what's going to happen. You know it's going to be a good thing. You just fucking know. Ace of Swords, you just know. And it's like, but there's a difference between knowing and actually doing. King of Swords is the one who takes the action on it. And it's decisive. It's like no waffling. There's no waffling here. It's a yes. It's almost like the, don't worry, the 10 of Pentacles absolutely are coming. But this is also saying with this money, you say yes. You do. God, I'm like, when does it come? The only ones. That's a quick turnaround. Oh, when does the 10 of Pentacles arrive so they can take action? Somebody may already know what the Page of Cups is, what the invitation is. I'm telling you. They won't say when. They've literally, this is the 4th time in a row, and they're like, you ever like ask a question and somebody just answers you with the thing they already told you just a different way each time? It reminds me of me with my kids when my kids are like, so what's for dinner? And I'm like, food. And like, well, what kind of food? The kind of food you eat. Well, Mom, what food is it exactly? Like the food that you like, the food we got here at the house, the food, like, I'm just like, it's food. And it's like, I will say the exact same thing 20 different ways without ever answering the fucking question. That's what they're doing right now. Because looky. If you look at this, 5 of Cups, right? This motherfucker knows the way out from this. He sat with it so long. He took those damn cups that had spilled and he picked them up and he put them back on the wall. Put them back on the wall. Put it back on the wall upright. Fucking finally turned around and realized, oh shit, these 2 cups? Look at him looking around like, where'd these 2 cups come from? What the fuck? They're still full. Holy shit. We had some readings a couple of days ago about the 2 cups. 2 cups coming together, right? So in this, he knows. Yes, he comes from a period of time, right? 3 cups that were spilled, which is that energy and the situation, the circumstance where you're constantly having to pick and choose. But now you're like, you know what I mean? I told you, you already know. It gives the energy of like, I can't, they're not telling me that you already have this invitation, this Page of Cups. But it sure as hell gives me the feeling like you already know. Like maybe the invite's already happened, or maybe you're aware of the potentiality of the invite, or you're just like, and you know somehow. Because that's what the whole point of turning around and finding the two. It's like nothing's ever going right. It's not happening. It's not happening. I turn around. Oh, that's how it happens. Oh, there's 2 cups right there. Remember, we always talk about this motherfucker won't turn around and see the 2 cups behind him. You know what the 2 cups are. Booyah! Tower moment. It's fated. It's meant to be. It's they just said destined. Like the tower moment is like this massive change, inevitable change. This is like the bomb dropping in your life in a good way. This will completely change the old so that you can rebuild with the new. So you already know. You already know. And I think that you know if you say yes, like I said, you know if you say yes, that you're gonna have somehow the Queen of Swords with the 6 of Wands, it's gonna be a massive victory for you financially and a new trajectory in your life. Like this sets it off. Just like you're going to college. Like if you say yes, you already know. You already fucking know. And it's gonna shape your fate. I think it's fated, but it's also gonna shape the fate of your life. And it's literally just a matter of taking that step, taking the action. And this 2 of Pentacles, this one's always different. It reminds me of a little bit of the 2 of Swords in a way, where it's like one foot in front of the other. Neither pentacle is necessarily a priority. I'm not having to pick and choose. Her feet are on both at this point. It's just a matter of, are you going to take that step? Are you going to take that step? And I always look at this particular 2 of Pentacles as the next step on that path of the Ace of Pentacles. You just have to follow it. It's like following the breadcrumb. You just have to do it. So the message of today is, when you receive this, what I'm going to call a gift, the 10 of Pentacles that has come out 3 fucking times. 3 times. Let's take a look. I ain't lying. I ain't lying to you. 3 different decks. 10 of Pentacles. That shit don't hardly ever happen. The fucking odds, the odds of that happening. So you're like, this is hella massively important. How are you? This is the general read, just so that you're aware. But yeah, this is massively important. 3 10 of Pentacles. We're gonna pull this really quick. I mean, that it's a rarity for that to come out like that. I heard expansion globally. I don't know if this is gonna be like global travel or something like that. This is so weird. This is coming up because we have documents, like legal documents and stuff like that. And then this mature man, he's like either emperor, very wizened type of situation. But he's also someone who, because he has that wisdom from being well cultured, traveled, And so we always pay attention to the fact that they put the globe in here because this is like equivalent to the world card, which we've had. The universe card and the Hermetic Tarot is the world card. And it's like there's something in a level of expansion. This could be travel. I can't help but if we're going to have the world or the globe next to legal documents, thinking passports and things like that. But then we have like wealthy man. Like there's some level of expansion that happens by saying yes to this invitation that then puts you in connection with. Like there's some level of, this can be just money. Wealthy man can be just money. There's like a monetary gain is all I can say. Like there's the expansion next to legal documents, which would be contracts and things like that. And the wealthy man, which could literally, I'm not getting people from these necessarily. So it could just be that they're saying there's going to be a level of expansion. Again, something very fated. We got the red string of fate around those things, around those documents. So there's some type of fated financially successful endeavor that's like legitimate, legal. Not that I think that you do something illegal, but I'm like this is like contract, like legit. Why am I having like so many? Hey, Trisha. It's so weird. I've been on for almost an hour and now people are realizing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this leads to soon. Just soon, guys. Very soon. Very, very close to you. Very soon. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to leave it at that, guys. Like, literally. I'm sorry for those who just joined, but, like, they were so fucking adamant and very specific and to the point that we ended up literally just saying the same thing over and over again. And so there's no real point in beating this issue to death when it's already well established. So 3 Ten of Pentacles, guys. Don't forget that. There's 3 Ten of Pentacles here for this one. If you missed it, you might want to rewatch it, see if it's for you. Alrighty. Thank you. You've been here? Oh, okay. Oh, well, good to see you. All right, guys, I am going to hop off. Hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. And I really secretly, not so secretly, want to claim this for myself. So, all right, guys, I will see you later. Have a fantastic, wonderful day.